Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
We don't care about anything else. We're a walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room and you return the favor.
Got her in. Oh. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop! Stop it now! I order you to stop! I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah, okay.
I got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar, and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it.
What's up, savages? Terrence Pop here with another episode that is actually live from the lair. Now, tonight we don't have Blake with us because he has to film a nuptial tomorrow. It's basically a 12-hour day plus a 2-hour drive there and a 2-hour drive back. So staying up till 11:30 tonight's not in the cards for him. That is what it is. He's got to pay the bills. All right. Now, we're waiting on an individual basically who works for DHS to give us some of the background chatter that's been going on for the past 4 years under the dictator-in-chief that we currently have, who's not in control of the country and not controlling the nuclear football and all that other horse shit and whatnot. Now, Tuesday, we're going to cover the CEO assassination. We might touch on it a little bit tonight, but we definitely have it planned to go into depth by Tuesday. Now, the scuttlebutt is this in regards to that. They are trying to get DNA off of the shell casings, and I believe there's 2 or 3 reported unfired pieces of ammunition on the ground. If they do pull the DNA off there, it will not be big samples. Then they have to go to a lab, and they have certain chemical processes where they do to increase the volume of the DNA material. That doesn't happen overnight. That takes a few days, if not a week. They have they have a partial of the shooter's face, roughly somewhere between it's like a 21 to 27% hit on facial recognition. So what they're doing is they are running facial recognition against everyone in the criminal database, and then they're bouncing that off of the cell phone numbers in the area, which if you have a cell phone, they can literally tell you where you've been within 10 meters for the past 7 to 10 years. So that's what's going on with that. And because it got such national attention, everyone in the government with a badge that is, connected to this case, they are now forging diamonds from the coal that's up their asses because all of their assholes have just slammed shut. And we have Trump coming in on January 20th. And if they fumble the football here, even more of these sons of bitches are going to get fired. It just is what it is. Okay, now we do have a few articles to cover today, and they are Thought Thursday friendly, and we're waiting for Jimmy to come on because he went through the email that we used, redonkulas12gmail.com. We've got 4 or 5 people who have access to that email. And he found the 554th life saved. And I told him when he comes on, he can have the honor of reading that into the record. And yes, we're up to 554 men saved from suicide using logic, reason, and fucking comedy. So I don't really know any other comedians out there in the general population of comedians who are telling jokes and beating back death. I think I'm the only one. Not trying to brag. I'm just telling you the deal. All right. We have Dear Sarge in the house, and we've got Dr. Strange Dwarf. And we have another individual. Is this the individual T2207?
Yes.
All right.
Outstanding.
All right. Well,
you are hereby Tango for the evening.
Tango.
Cop, you get to be Cash.
All right. Tango, this is the deal. I'm a former Intel analyst. He's a SIGINT Intel analyst. I've got 33 years of military service across 3 wars. Dr. Strange Dwarf over there's got, 12 and a half?
12
years. Most of it in Korea, monitoring the DMZ and other crazy shit.
No, most of it was spent chasing North Koreans around the world.
Okay, and then
I only did a year on the Z.
Yeah. Dear Sarge is a former E8 butt licker, and and everyone on the Redonkulas Regiment gets fucked with. So
yeah, there's no not getting fucked with.
So Tango, we might make some jokes at your expense. Don't take it personal.
No worries.
All right. Good. So the first question I have for you is give us a rundown of all of the crazy fucktardery that has been taking place during the past 4 years with the DHS.
This ought to be good.
Yeah.
That's a broad stroke right there.
Give us the broad strokes. Give us the broad brush strokes.
Yes.
Not that I have a legal pad here with a pen. I'll be asking more questions.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to get mine.
I'm a singing puke. It's what we do.
Well, I have to say, there is a lot of misunderstood things going out there in the world, and there is a lot of positive at the same time that gets overlooked. It's just unfortunate that the good officers don't last as long as they should.
Well, that's actually fairly common even in the military.
Yeah, that's the same in our service as well.
Yeah. I've noticed hang on. I noticed in the military that if you are 4-year soldiers and you are for completing the mission successfully, you will not make it to the higher ranks. The higher rank guys are really good at eating ass, sucking wango tango, and stabbing people in the back. Is that the same thing that's happening with you guys as well, or?
Well, that would be an understatement mixed with a God complex.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the God complex. It's not like I haven't had to deal with that at all ever.
He's dealing with Army like battalion, brigade, corps, Army level God complexes here. I think.
Yeah,
that's all the way up our food chain.
Close to the end of my stint, I got pulled into an office, and they made sure the door was open, and the burn mark behind me on the wall still remains there of how bad the ass chewing was.
Oh yeah,
I've seen those.
Yeah. I've
actually. They were trying to make an example over the fact that I was trying to follow the rules, because I mean they're there for a reason, and some people just don't like to follow the rules.
All right, I got a question for you. So, how long have you been working for DHS?
Long enough to see things.
Okay,
that's how I'd like to leave that.
No, I got it. Just you can ballpark it. No problem. More than 10 years. More than what this say?
Quite a while. Longer than a minute.
Yeah. All right, I got you. I know. I don't want you to get yourself jonesed up or anything. And I appreciate you coming on the show. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we need to hear this from people on the who are behind the curtain. All I get from where I'm at now is rumors, some scuttlebutt here and there. Occasionally, somebody will send me a memo, but you're in the know. So,
knowing isn't always the nice way of looking at the world.
Yeah,
we had a guy on a couple of weeks back in basically the same situation as you. So with this is not our first rodeo on this particular event. We understand the need to keep yourself on the down low, man. We get, but we're looking to show our viewers out there a better picture of what's really going on, because frankly nobody knows. If you look in the media, we can't tell what's going on with DHS. We have no idea. All we know is we're being invaded, and it doesn't look like anybody's doing anything.
Right. Well, they moved us to the border as observation only. They moved us during the election into the voting booths to kick out rowdy people, down to the airports where they're even just making sure that travel is free but not free.
I got you. Hey, Tango.
Free but not free?
Tango, where are you at right now? Because there's a lot of background noise. Can you move somewhere that's a little more quiet, or?
I apologize, but I'm actually at a cafe.
Oh, all right. Sorry. You do what you got to do. I got you. It's hard to track from a cafe. I got you. I've done so a few times myself. Okay.
So what? I would hang on one second. What they had you doing? What at the airports?
Without going into specifics, they were monetizing the flow of individuals throughout the United States.
Wait. Monetizing?
Oh, I know what
Yeah.
he's talking about. I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
Just the way that he said that, I already know what he's talking about.
Okay. All right. So we'll have to cover that towards the end then. Wow. So let me get this straight. They send Department of Homeland Security people to voting stations to throw out rowdy people.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So
That feels out of scope.
yeah, that's fraud, waste, and abuse because you have local PD for that shit. It seems overkill to me.
Well, the last 4 years have been an overkill on so many levels.
Wow.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay. In the last 4 years, how many of your brethren have you seen leave the service?
By the droves, actually.
Okay. We're talking either retire or quit or transfer somewhere else?
Yes,
Okay.
all
And
the above.
Okay.
are they being replaced by the sort of replacements that I would imagine are coming in?
I would like to call it more of a yes man service.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I'm familiar with Yes Man services. I've seen that quite a few times.
And a lot of it has to do with throw a lot of mud at the wall and see who sticks. Because they put you through the ringer a little bit just to make sure that you're going to hack it anyways.
I got you. Well, that's typical for everyone that starts. They run you through the mud to see if you can hang. Have you had any contact with the FBI at all?
Hopefully not soon.
I'm on all the best lists already. They've already been to my house.
Listen, I know they watch my shit, so it's all good. But
no, I stayed pretty much with our own department.
Okay, cool.
I guess what he's really asking is, do you guys do any joint combined activities where you're working alongside of the other alphabets?
Yes, but I was never a part of that.
Okay.
What I was tasked to do was completely different.
It's all good. It's all good.
Are you able to talk about that?
Mainly, I was a trainer. That's the best way to say it.
Okay. All right. Now, have you received any crazy wazoo memos that came down from on high about some of changes of SOPs and practices from before Biden came in office?
There were several revises.
So revisions, huh?
They get fraggled just like us, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm just wondering, like, what were some of those big policy changes? Was there a lot of DEI stuff? You there, Tango?
I am. Hopefully, you can hear me.
Yeah,
we got you. We got you.
I mean, was there a lot of DEI craziness taking place during the past 4 years?
Silence is golden.
Ah, okay. I'll take that as a yes.
And there we have it.
There we have it.
What kind of what are you able to talk about the general area you operated in geographically?
I was all over the United States.
Okay.
What kind of strictures did they put on you guys? What kind of shackles did they put on you as far as we would call it rules of engagement?
Yeah, or the left and right limits of what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
Very strict, very direct.
All right.
A lot of Okay. I was in Springfield, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
So they watched. They were observers.
Okay.
Who is they in this context?
The company.
The company. I know them. I worked
Yeah.
with those guys. Yeah.
We're talking about the external alphabet agency or the internal alphabet agency. That
Internal.
okay. Got it. And correct me if I'm wrong. Springfield is where they took the shot at Trump, correct?
That's not correct.
It's not?
Not correct. No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
somewhere
bad
else.
with James.
That's okay. Pop can be a little slow sometimes. Just.
I got another question. All right. In regards to what took place during the President Trump shootout, there was rumored to have DHS agents there standing in for Secret Service. Can that be confirmed or denied?
That one I could not tell you.
Okay, that's cool. Gotcha. Because I got all kinds of scuttlebutt rumors from those guys and craziness taking place.
My last guy retired a couple of years. I lost a lot of my ability to look into those curtains. What else about Springfield, if anything, can you tell us? What level of chicanery is going on down there?
There is a lot less dogs and cats.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
And unfortunately, there is a lot less geese.
Yes.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to. I have been to some of those parts of the world, and as soon as they started saying that, I'm like, oh, yep, yeah, you don't find stray dogs in certain specific countries.
What do your brethren think about the new border czar that's coming on?
Well, we all just smile and bear it sometimes, but we'll see what happens. I believe that a lot of good change will be coming soon, and hopefully things will get better.
All right. Gotcha.
Are you able to talk about the general level of complaints from your rank and file? Like what guys are bitching about the most?
Yeah, you can tell a lot from that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always all the way down to too many hours worked.
That's just general bitching.
Not enough time off. So
Yeah.
There is an axiom in the Army: if Joe is quiet, he's up to something. Our guys are always bitching. But I guess what I'm looking for is there a particular spectrum of bitching that's more prevalent than another one? I mean, other than the obvious long hours and probably general managerial apathy.
Why are we doing this? Why are we here? What's the point? A lot of that.
Yeah, I got you.
That's what I wanted to hear. I am the meme. I am the meme, right? That's what I was looking for.
So do you think?
I wanted to know if they're asking that.
So Tango, do you think they're using you constructively, or do you think they're just you're just doing smoke and mirror work that doesn't really do anything? You're just clocking time to get paid.
No, there's a lot of good that happens. It's just whether or not they're using the whole
Talk about that. Tell us
whole
what
deck of
DHS
cards.
does. In seriousness, no sarcasm or anything like that intended. Tell us some of the good stuff that DHS does too, because again, this is stuff that the public doesn't get to hear. We don't get to hear any of this. Media press releases from DHS. We know that's a media press
so
release.
sanitized. You can clean a toilet with them.
Well, I know you're all not going to agree with this, but we all do thank him for one magic pen moment. we all got really good raises. Where the money comes from, we don't know, but we're grateful for being able to have it for the families.
That's fair. I mean, I would like a good raise. Yeah, that's not upsetting.
No.
So
Keep going.
the fact that we know that a lot of the money that comes in is from the general public, taxes. We're very grateful for what we're getting and how we're being able to survive in this economy and the way things are going anyways.
Wow. That's cool.
Okay. So DHS is in effect getting taken care of. They're taking care of their guys.
That's good. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
want to leave that as a good positive note.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Now, what about what DHS itself does rather than what's being done for DHS?
That to me is kind of a complicated question because
We're complicated guys.
there's so many good guys doing the best that they can with what is given to them. The tools aren't always there because we're getting a pay raise, but taking a pay raise means something you might need out in the field isn't going to be there when you need it.
Yeah, welcome to intelligence and special operations work, my friend.
You got to do it. You got to wage war with playing cards, a rubber band, and some popsicle sticks.
I have bought bungee cords and pantyhose and basically discount 100-mile-an-hour tape in order to make antennas in foreign places.
Yep.
So don't ask about the pantyhose.
No, we got it. I know.
Well, there's a lot of MacGyvering out there going.
There is.
All right, but we know you guys pretty much do you do pretty much all of the airport security, correct?
Yes.
All right, that's your primary mission?
Well, no, it's railways as much as it's ports, as much as it's airports.
Okay.
Major transportation infrastructure.
So you guys have an eye on where things are moving around in this country, correct?
Yes.
All right. So when we had all of these illegal aliens getting moved around via air, train, bus, what have you, can you tell us any focal points where they went to?
I think we're
went
an
where
NDA
blue.
territory.
They went where the blue really was heavy on the voting.
So they went to the
Surprising
blue
statement.
states. No,
That's a surprising statement.
Yeah. I thought they'd be sending them to red states, but
Yeah, as do I.
all right. Now,
I'm imagining he's got some NDAs going there. Pop, don't push that one too hard.
no, I don't want to get anyone jammed up. I'm cool with it. But my thing is this: in your opinion, do you think they're moving these illegal aliens around as basically an indirect fire weapon, like the meat wall to absorb resources and cause chaos?
I believe they have a purpose. What that purpose is, I've yet to figure it out because it is just eating up a lot of resources where they are going.
Yeah. I got it. Now, do you have any visibility on the Chinese nationals that came through the southern border? Are you guys tracking that as well?
Everything in and out of this country gets tracked.
Okay.
But we know that.
My thing is this: I've been getting scuttlebutt about military-aged Chinese nationals coming through the southern border.
That is not scuttlebutt. Michael Yan confirmed that.
Okay. I'm just wondering, Tango, do you have any visibility on that as well? Because that's pretty creepy in my book.
Well, the southern border isn't the only place they're coming through.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Do tell.
We're aware. Are you able to tell?
I mean, I believe you guys are on the right track of knowing your stuff. And anybody with a set of eyes will understand and know what they're really seeing and doing in the country.
As far
And
as
if
go ahead.
they are the nicest of nice people. When I'm going to round it up and make sense here in a second. But a lot of people don't even realize there is an entire military base of people from the Netherlands that are here in the United States.
Really? Huh.
And it's right down there in Arizona.
Really? What do we have in Arizona?
It's not just one
What do you
country.
mean? What do we have in Arizona?
With Huachuca.
There's a bunch of things down there.
Okay.
There's a couple of NDA things down there that I'm not going to.
Well, I know.
There's stuff down there.
I have a couple of people that.
There's a lot of touristy stuff to go down to Arizona for. The airplane graveyard, for one.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which is crazy haunted. Just on a side note.
No, it's like I said. If you actually go pull it up, it's pretty much out there that there's a lot of military units and a lot of military that train here in the United States and have their own foreign sovereign military base right here at home.
So you said sovereign. That
Yes,
works.
their land is it's their land when they're here.
Mm-mm.
That needs to stop. That's
that will not.
That's not going to fly.
This aggression will not stand, man.
Wow. I'm going to have to
Okay.
figure this out. Write that down there, Battledorf.
Yeah, already on it.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some research into that because that's disturbing. I know that there was a couple of Chinese police stations operating in the United States.
There had most of the major cities that have a Chinese population.
Yeah, and that needs to be shut the fuck down. Can you confirm that, Tango?
It's already been confirmed more than once.
I know. I just want to know if he's actually. If you heard any of that.
I've not encountered any of that.
Okay.
Michael Yan confirmed all of the Chinese activity. He also tracked a lot of the Darien Gap activity that was going on. He's got extensive videos on.
Can you let our audience know who Michael Yan is in case we have new viewers?
My bad. Michael Yan's a former Green Beret whose hobby is, get this, solo hunting cannibals in India.
Nice.
That's like he's an adventurer. The guy's an old school freaking adventurer. At any rate, he did a lot of work in Darien Gap and filmed a bunch of stuff down there. That he sent back, I got a hold of it and actually caught some stuff that other people saw U.S. military, but I recognized the patches. It's 96. 96 right. Civil Affairs, which is the only brigade that is actually part of SOCOM. They're down in Darien Gap, which means if 96 is there, so also are at least some elements of the D-Boys.
Yeah. SOF.
And other SOF. Yep.
You're going to have MARSOC there. You're going to have SEALs. You might not have SEAL Team 6, but there's a whole bunch of other SEAL teams.
SEAL Team 6 was retired some years ago. Most people don't know that.
Yeah. And
anyway,
Airborne Rangers are not down there. They're on standby for any shit that goes down.
Yeah, but they can be anywhere in the world in 72 hours.
Less than that. But yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah. So as far as that kind of traffic goes, the Chinese and stuff like that, we have resources that are more likely to know that sort of thing that would be free to talk about it. What kind of a presence do you guys have down in, let's say, Ohio? And why would there be a presence there?
Well, you've got to realize that the Great Lakes is a really good way to move things around.
I live in Detroit, my friend.
Yeah, we know. Here's another side note, Tango. Have you heard about FEMA setting up that training thing up there in up in northern, not the UP, but northern downstate Michigan?
Oscoda. It's in
Oscoda.
Oscoda.
I've heard of it. I never got to lay eyes on it.
Okay, so you're not in the know on that. Okay, I got
Unfortunately, no.
no.
DHS is a big organization, as I understand it. They've got
Yeah.
elements in all 50 states. I was able to confirm that before the show.
Did you guys have any operations going in North Carolina after the hurricane?
There was some movement down that way. What they ended up doing, I don't know. I was moved to a different area, so I didn't get to be a part of that, unfortunately, either.
Okay.
We had a guy come on. We actually got to do a segment on North Carolina. We had a guy who was physically there talking to us, and he put eyes on what looked to him to be close to 1,000 or 2,000, what he was told were Ecuadorians who were in there helping do rubble clearing and digging out.
Yeah, and we still have not received an actual kill count of all the people that were killed.
Not going to. It's in the high thousands. We're never going to get an accurate number from that. But I guarantee you're probably looking at anywhere from 10 to 30,000.
Yeah, and first of all, on a side note, that is an absolute fucking failure of this government not to disclose those fucking numbers. That is some master horse shit right there. God, I'm getting pissed off. Fuck. I mean, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a Tigers game, 30,000 people. Like a mid-season Tigers game. This scoop them up.
Detroit. We met your numbers in Tigers games. That's good.
Unbelievable.
Sarge, you've been awfully quiet. What do you got?
We can't hear you. You're moving your hands.
Where's your audio? You were fine a minute ago.
All right.
Hey, Sarge, unfuck yourself.
All right. So, run me through, you guys. Do you guys have to qualify with your weapons every year, or how does that work?
It's quarterly.
Quarterly. Okay, that's much better than once a year.
Good. That's good. And is it usually just light arms or what?
It depends on what you're actually doing and what you actually have to be carrying.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember, was it 7-8 years back, DHS purchased like an ungodly amount of 40 caliber ammo, and everyone was freaked out. And I'm like, it's actually a blessing, because 5 years from now, it's going to be, on the secondhand market, because the government always rotates their stock out. And if they don't use it, they just sell it.
Embassy staff switched over from the 357 to, I think, the 9mm or 10mm in 2001. And I was running the small arms range. They literally showed up at my range with 2 pallets of 357 and said, here, you can have this. And
Nice.
we were getting like thumb cramps and shit from shooting through it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Tango, are you noticing any movement in your upper chain of command? Are there people like just
yeah. Very good
jumping out because Trump is going to come on board, or what's going on with that?
What I've seen is there's a lot of people close to retirement, and they're going to leave them there and let them retire before they're actually going to move anybody.
Okay, well that's actually par for the course. They do the same thing in the Army.
So there's no sense of there's a certain group of people who might be panicking and deciding to pull out now before they get
there's
done in the bumper.
The yes sirs that are diehard blue that wanted to see it go one direction.
Clearly.
Because even we've heard rumors if it was going to go the other way of what to kind of expect. But I like to lean to the red, and I love hearing the rumors of what's going to be coming this way.
Can you tell us what they were expecting if it did go blue? Is that common knowledge? Is that disseminable?
Well, that again is based on the scuttlebutt, and the scuttlebutt is that it was supposed to be more stringent and more locked down, kind of passporty state to state.
Oh, wait, whoa.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Passport to travel?
Make this happen again. What? Say this again.
The scuttlebutt was it was supposed to be passport state to state.
That is some fucked up shit right
What
there.
is passport state to state? Let's expand on this a little bit. What does that mean?
Yes.
It means if I wanted to go from Texas to Oklahoma, I'd have to have a passport to do so.
You would have to have a passport? You're talking the citizenship? The normal person?
No, it would have been a completely new passport.
Wait.
Like
I want to wrap my head around this
scuttlebutt.
completely.
Oh yeah.
I live in Michigan. I want to go to Ohio. I would need a passport to go to Ohio.
Well, you would have to say to every Ohioan that Buckeyes are better.
So, did I tell you the part about where I'm from, Detroit? I mean, if you care to step out behind the bar. No, but seriously, how would I have to have a passport to go from Michigan to Ohio or to Illinois, for example?
Yes, every state would have one.
Okay, hang on. You are aware that the Constitution allows you to travel freely and unencumbered throughout this country, right?
Well,
Well,
about-
that's why I guess it's scuttlebutt.
All right, stand by. All right, what do you got, What do you got, Sarge?
okay, yeah, I unfucked my mic. It worked before the show.
Hey, here we go.
Yeah. So anyway, hold on. We're down to 49 fucking states anyway, because those fucking spam eating cocksuckers in Hawaii, they quit being a fucking U.S. state when they're required a fucking vaccine passport. So fuck them. Let's start doing nuclear testing. Blow up the rest of those fucking islands. But as far as like the lower 48, maybe Alaska could still hang out with us. That's
Alaska's
cool.
good.
Hawaii,
Hey,
you guys can get dry ass fucked. Okay, no baby oil for Hawaii. Fuck you guys. You're not American.
Hey,
All right,
back off the poi monkeys. They're all right.
Sarge,
Fuck them.
you're getting us demonetized, man. Chill out.
So Tango, what I was wondering earlier, like what percentage of your coworkers, like your actual peers, are pud chuggers, and how much cock does your first line leader, your second line leader, I mean, going up the chain, how?
Wait a minute.
How fucked
Wait a
up
minute.
are you?
Hang on. I gotta set the stage here first. You just hit Tango with a lot of information, Sarge. Tango, Sarge has no filter, as you've just learned. So take everything he's saying with a grain of salt and just kind of sift through it and sort out what the actual questions are.
Yep.
Well, and I've known Tango for a while. I've known him over on the Gab, and he's the one who first pointed me towards.
Oh, okay. So you know him already.
Tango's been a solid guy.
I didn't know if this was Tango's first experience with a face full of Sarge.
Hold on.
All right, stand
Hold
by.
on.
There goes
Just
speaking.
stand by just a second. Sarge, I am Tango, who you know, the guest I have on. I'm the operator of my channel. I'm the one who might get the.
You got to speak up a little louder. We're
The guest I have on is a newcomer.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I've never actually, I didn't. I've never
Okay,
seen
I
my
see.
face or
Okay,
voice
so we've
or
got some cover.
anything online. So
We've got
There's cover.
Yeah.
top cover.
There's cover here.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Sorry,
I knew
man.
Tango was a smart
yes, you know
fucker
me.
like that.
He's fine. He's been made aware of the context of the show.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
And it's all old senior NCOs.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if the average guy at DHS, or at least the average supervisor, has to wear Depends because he's been ass plugged so many times he's blown the seal on his sphincter there, voided the manufacturer's warranty.
Wow. Couldn't have said it better, though. Couldn't have said it better.
Oh my!
That is a possibility.
All right, so hang on. So the scuttlebutt about the passports between states, that's what they were actually kicking around?
What level was this scuttlebutt at, and how did it come to be at all? How did the scuttlebutt come to be?
Well, I was training a class, and the entire class had heard it and wanted to discuss it. So we took about a half hour, 45 minutes to get it out of their system before the actual training could take place. Because when training happens, it's normally from all over the United States, all into one class. So it's been heard and told all over. How it got where it got, I wish I knew, but
Okay.
there
Do you
was
know what
people
level
as
that was
low
generated
as a
at?
grunt and
Hey,
as
hang on.
high as middle management.
Okay. So it floated around in
So
middle
this came
management a little bit below.
So this came from DC.
Yeah, probably.
There's no question. The
Did you ever
initial-
see a memo about this?
I never saw a memo.
Okay.
Okay.
If you come across that memo, scan it, get it to us.
Pop, you know what this is, and I do too. It's a trial balloon. It's
Yeah.
a trial balloon. They were going to float the idea to see if people would freak out. I pretty much can guarantee you that there would be bounties on people's heads if they tried this.
Yeah, this would not be a good thing. Now, are there any plans moving forward in regards to how you guys are going to handle the immigrant problem? Are there any op orders or any memos coming down the pipe of possible courses of action?
None that I have seen.
Okay.
I think it's all kind of on pause until January.
Oh, that would make sense. Prior to the election, was there a standard operating procedure in place for how to move immigrants around? And if so, what can you tell us, if anything?
That's actually a good question.
What I witnessed was they had a special paper, and they could get through the airport and get on the plane.
A special paper. Are you able to identify that item?
It's a form, and that's as best as I can get.
Do you have to know? Listen, the federal government is like the military. All forms have a goddamn number.
I think what he's trying to say is any further revelation would
No problem.
compromise his
I don't want you to.
No, I got it. But now we know the existence of it. So I've heard that before. So this is just confirmation in my case. I have heard already from somebody who works at Detroit Metro that a form like this is used to move them around. So this is just nothing but confirmation. It's not a compromise of any kind.
Yep. And you know what? Like I would say most, but a lot of guys that went to Iraq with an 04, after they came back, they got federal jobs all over the country.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I get a lot of scuttlebutt from these guys, and they're still in.
Was there a preferred method of moving the individuals around or groups?
Buses are less looked at than other forms of transportation.
You are correct.
I already know about the buses too.
Yeah. I've taken quite a few buses to get back to Michigan.
Yeah, I think James O'Keefe did quite a bit, showing some of the shit going through Arizona with the buses picking up the illegals.
Yep.
That's some fucked up shit right there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Oh, man.
Wow. So they have actually a special form, which is basically a get out of jail free card. You can fly for free, travel for free, as long as they have that piece of paper. Is that what you're saying?
Well, like I said, what I witnessed is they had a form and they were able to fly.
Okay.
There you go. That's enough.
That's enough. That's enough.
Did they have to take their shoes off like a fucking Hare Krishna in the airport like the rest of us do?
Well, that's why you pay extra for pre-check.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see. You pay the tax to be treated like a normal person.
Uh-huh.
I see. I get it. On the movement, is this movement a cyclical thing, or is there a terminal aspect to it? Are they going to a place and then that's where they're going? Or are groups being ferried to a point and then from that point to other point or points? Basically, I think what I'm getting at is from the border to an inland distribution point further into the interior, and then from the interior out to multiple.
I think they get them to a certain. I think they get them to a certain point, and then you're losing a lot into the mix of the crowd, and they're just trying to blend in and disappear because some want to be here for good, legitimate reasons, and then there's the ones that they're still just going, okay, where do you want me?
Yeah.
What do you want? But that's a personal opinion on my part.
I can give you an actual example. I've seen it happen. I work in Detroit right now. I no longer live in Detroit. I live up in the Thumb in Michigan. And we had a group of obvious illegals come into town. And thank you for the map of Michigan. That is correct. Right about here. They came into town and they did not fit in. And this is a very tight-knit farming community with one town over. We have an actual Mexican community that's been there for probably 85 years, maybe 100 years. And they're well liked and everything. And these Central Americans came in and were promptly basically just run out of town. But they were clearly illegals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lasted about 4 days maybe before they were run out.
That'll be on your door. Battle Dwarf,
Yeah,
check your email.
checking email. Stand by.
hey, and we had a question from Red Pill.
Dear Sarge,
Solo kids.
hey, say that again. You locked up there for a second.
Okay, Red Pill Drayden had a question. Kids, does he see a lot of solo kids?
Oh yeah,
Unaccompanied, yes.
Okay.
Well, that's a kind of loaded question. Are we talking aircraft or are we talking like bus routes?
Yeah, either or. I mean, are there like young minor children crossing the
Through
border?
through the airlines, they won't allow underage
Okay,
without proper documentation and this, that, and the other.
fair enough. Now, first of all, the kid thing really bothers me. Okay, yeah, I'm a father, and I get really worked up when I hear about kids getting abused, killed, fucked up. I have no mercy for people that do shit like that.
Yep, no women, no kids.
That's right, and that I'm glad I didn't get into law enforcement because I probably would be in prison.
Yeah, same.
So I don't have any patience for that shit. So this is really a sore point for me. And can you confirm that they have 300,000 missing minors floating around out there?
That I don't know.
Okay. Because that is insane. Man. Yeah.
Are you familiar with ICAC? ICAC?
ICAC. It sounds familiar. What is that?
The Internet Crimes Against Children.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
One of the detectives. Our office is kind of a liaison. It works really closely with that. It's been really helpful.
Can you speak up a little bit? We're losing you.
The ICAC system.
Oh, he just dropped off.
Shit. Oh, fuck.
All right.
Well,
we'll get him back on.
The hell? Where'd he go?
Oh, he's in a cafe. So
no, I gathered that part.
Some of
that
those
thing he was saying about the passports concerns me a lot.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Some of those internet cafes, you can use their Wi-Fi, but you're on a timer.
Oh.
So he might have to try to log back in. That happens. I mean, I'm surprised we had him for almost a full hour. I mean, normally you get 30 minutes. How do I know this? I'm an evil genius. What can I say?
That's fair. Now I have all kinds of questions, though. This just left me with all kinds of questions.
I want to get an example of this piece of paper that they had to fly for free.
I've got it right here.
You do? All right, show it to everyone.
Stand by.
All right. You're an evil battle dwarf.
I'm an evil battle dwarf. Send a guy to intelligence schools for 2 years, then throw him out and don't train him. And
yeah, these things happen.
We don't forget how to do this stuff, you guys. Actually,
oh, he's back in.
There it is. There it is. Oh!
He dropped off again. No, hang on. He's still here. Hang on.
Add to stage. There we go. You there?
Yeah, we're here.
All right.
You dropped off.
Sorry about that.
No, it's cool. Cool. It happened.
Actually, they sent this to me in email in a sidebar.
Okay.
So, yes, I am evil battle dwarf and do have the intelligence BS, but this was actually handed right to me.
All right. So
let's do this here.
Oh, here we go.
It's a mobile app.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's play this video and see what happens.
If it has any music in the background, cancel it right away.
Yeah, okay.
It's a need to know, and you're not a person that needs to know.
I just wanted to ask you, is this where, because I know that the migrants can come through here, and they don't need an ID, right?
They have a different form of...
Because sometimes you'll take a picture or something like that, right? And that's okay, that's a good form of ID, because I've seen...
Well, they go through a different process.
Right. And what is that?
Huh?
What process would that be?
You want to talk to the supervisor? Or?
I mean, I can, but I just know that they've come here and then they were in the line.
Yeah,
Hi.
there you go.
How are you? Good, how are you? Good, how are you? I know that the migrants come here and then they don't have to have an ID, so you take a picture, right?
No, that's not what we do.
Oh, she's taking a picture. Well, at least they have a picture of them, right? And then they're going to write their name. It's like, my name is Bernice, and you can take my picture.
So there is a process, but it's not something that I can actually explain to you. So it's a need to know, and
oh my God,
you're not a
I
person
don't
that
need
needs
to
to
know.
know.
Why am I not a person that needs to know?
Because you don't work with the agency.
So you have to work with the agency.
Well,
so
you have to
know.
work with us to understand. But you can always go to CBP One app and gather all the information there.
So what does this have to do with CBP1? Because they come through the port of entry at that point.
They are CBP One app passengers.
Not all of
Wow.
that is some fucked up shit right
It's a
there.
need to know.
Need to know. That's like military shit.
Yeah, that's my world.
Ooh.
I am not okay with this.
No, this is very disturbing.
Well, what's really amazing, like TSA is like the lowest form. Like if you have a team of retards that would never get picked for dodgeball, and you have to have
TSA.
them, given a federal job, you throw a fucking TSA shirt on them. Like if I ever got a fucking lobotomy, I would totally get a job at TSA, gate raping people down at the airport and shit.
Gate rape.
Yeah.
Gate rape. Gotta write that down, huh?
That's crazy.
Good shit right there.
They wouldn't take you. You swear too much.
and I pissed standing up.
Yeah. Wow.
That.
Unbelievable.
Good Lord, dear sweet baby Jesus.
So Tango, were you ever involved in any of that stuff? Or do you have any firsthand knowledge of what exactly is taking place?
That video we're talking about, it's clearly that's trafficking migrants through the airports.
Yes, clearly.
When you have a form, you can fly.
Okay. All right.
That's
So-
the foot. That's the foot tap, Pop. That's the
Yes,
foot
I got
tap.
And you have the form, you can fly.
Yeah.
Is there now, I know you probably can't answer this, but there has to be a way to trace up the chain who approved that form and who gave the authorization for that to take place.
Oh yeah, I'd love to track the origin of that.
We should be able to do that.
I can. I'm good at that shit.
Because
all
if
I need is a starting point.
If you could trace it up the chain, you can find out exact. Because listen, you and I were in the military. We understand how the government works, and shit ain't happening until the man upstairs or whoever's above you says, "Okay, this is what we're doing." So there has to be you have to be able to trace that order up the chain, and let's be honest, the dictator in chief is out of his fucking mind. I don't think he actually authorized that. Some of the people up there who are, leading him around by his tallywhacker did it. We need to identify who that person is and make sure they get full attention.
So, as an example of what I'm talking about, if I have a starting point, I can do shit like this to you pretty easily. What you're looking at there is called China Entrepreneur Club, and it is the entire ecosystem for all of the shit that China is doing in the United States right now, and it's all open source. So all I need is a starting point, and I'll do the rest. You don't have to give me that here. You don't have to give that to me at all, actually. Actually, since we're on the air right now, I prefer you don't give that to me. Foot tap, foot tap, foot tap.
I got you. I have to make the announcement.
Do the announcement.
All right, everyone watching the show, we have been demonetized to an insane level. Okay, we used to pull down somewhere between 5 and 8K a month doing this, and some months we're lucky to pull down $600 or $700.
Yeah,
YouTube is clawing back past compensation because of their new rules, and our old videos are bad now. And we can't seem to get over 134,000 subscribers. I have watched in real time, have video view counts, subtracted 6, 7, 8,000 views in real time within a few minutes. So any little bit you send us to help us keeping the show rolling will help greatly. We are trying to get people who are in the know or have knowledge of some of the crazy shit that's taking place out there, because there's a lot of individuals who are patriots of this country who are absolutely disgusted with what they're seeing, and they are willing to come on the show, but we have to keep it rolling to keep this happening. So any little bit will help. Thank you very much.
And the guy that we had on last week, Owens, I don't know what his rank was. I would guess lieutenant.
He's probably an officer.
He was obviously an officer, but his Navy rank, I don't know. I think he was probably an 03, which would be a lieutenant in the Navy. It's ensign, lieutenant, JG, then lieutenant. At any rate,
I'm not familiar with the Navy homo ranks.
We had all of that. I had to know all of that stuff because we were joint combined. I could stumble across anybody at any given time, and God help you if you call a Navy chief sir.
Oh yeah,
or petty officer, because they will tear chunks off of your hide.
Yep.
At any rate, Lieutenant Owens came on yesterday, and he was great. He gave, or was it Tuesday?
Yeah.
he gave us a full rundown of the chicanery that's been going on using the military justice system, the UCMJ, against soldiers and the terrible shit that they've done. And then we had the guy call in from upstate, Brandon Trudell. Read his letter. Well, he didn't call in. I read his letter on it. And then after the show, I spent an hour talking to him about it. He's being just absolutely crushed by the UCMJ stuff.
Yeah,
but
speaking of which, I'm putting on an open call. If you are an attorney, I don't care what state you're in, and you're willing to help the men out there to keep them from killing themselves or keep the government boot off their neck, please email us at redonkulas12@gmail.com. We're going to put you in a database, and we have fresh names of male victims of this lawfare every single day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Tango, back to you, because you made a point of coming on here, and I want to keep it focused on you there. The other question that I have is, what can you tell us about what DHS is able to do or is not able to do to the American civilian population in the context of your mission? I mean, we just saw DHS basically. Those are DHS personnel. TSA falls under DHS, if I'm not mistaken.
They do.
Yes, there's 9 different branches underneath the one umbrella of DHS.
Okay. So the question is similar to what we just saw, where DHS basically stonewalled that civilian and told her to go pound sand. What kind of mission statements are there regarding civilians who get too close, if you will, I guess? Are there arrest powers?
TSA, they use Leos right there in the airport to handle any arrests that they need.
That I saw, yes.
As for everybody else, it's on a case-to-case, but it's pretty much, she pretty much quoted a lot of things in that video.
Okay.
Yep.
So your quarterly weapons training, what is the purpose of that? That's pretty good level of training.
That's to keep familiar with your firearm as much as be able to hit the broadside of a barn.
Oh, we got the monkey.
Hey, Jimmy.
What's
All
happening,
right.
gentlemen?
Hey,
Jimmy
Tango.
meet Tango. Tango, monkey.
All right, Tango, hold up. All right, Jimmy,
Yes, sir.
find
yeah.
that email and let's read that man into
Oh
the
yeah,
record.
we got to read him into the record.
Already got it pulled up.
All right,
You already got it pulled up?
Yep.
Tango, our primary mission here at this channel is to save lives. And we're now up to 554 men saved from suicide using logic, reason, and dark-ass fucking humor and comedy. So, Jimmy, read it.
All right. This comes from BU. Says Sergeant Pop and the PP pounding pumpernickel pogs. Count me in as one of your lives saved. You've convinced me to avoid the dirt nap, and I just shared your powerful Purple Heart video with the troops I work with to stop the 46 a day heartbreak. I did 25 years. 25 years. He actually says 24 years, 9 months, and 3 days. But who's counting? He and was an OER for 2.5 tours back to back. I started out as a 19 Delta and then went to OCS after my first 4, spending the rest of my Army life as an 11A. I got hit with an IED about halfway through my 3rd tour. It killed my gunner, fucked up my driver, and fucked my head up. I came home to my wife banging my bestie, and when I kicked her to the curb, I lost my 5 stepdaughters as well. Another failed marriage and a bunch of meaningless dialysis. I decided that I had had enough. I've had no family other than my siblings, and my bulldog Bo had hit the Rainbow Bridge. I was completely alone, or so I thought. Completely by accident, I found the regiment on Rumble. I've binge watched every episode available. You've made me laugh to tears, cry with my brethren, and realize that I'm not alone. I've printed up a bunch of business cards with your website printed on the reverse. Even my VA psychiatrist is recommending your stuff to his patient load. I have now a mission again. I now have a mission again, and I'm proud to say that I have 22 lives saved. I've started a group here in Casper called the White Feather Brothers, based on Sergeant Hathcock. God bless you. Thank you to the troops you've saved. Let's make a regiment around. Let's make the regiment a regiment of lives saved.
Hoorah.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, man.
That is awesome. So he went from Cav Scout to Green Beret officer.
If I can get everyone that I've saved to save 20 fucking guys, that is fucking huge. Goddamn dead.
That's absolute. Hey, look at that Green Beret be a force multiplier. Who would have thought that, huh?
Yeah. Well, listen, I've told this many
Sergeant
times.
Pop,
Yeah.
I also wanted to mention on this as a side note, although we've never really met or talked, but your experiences and your show, everybody, all your guests that you have, and everybody I've interacted with, even Sarge, I try to reach out and bring him on. Making the connections and networking is important, especially making personal connections with people on a human basis. So the things that you say or do, right, they resonate with a certain mentality and a certain belief amongst people. So even in our community that you've never heard of or been to, a small organization called the Veterans Outreach Center in a small county started with the same way. I took things that you show, like on your show, or suggestions or links, or whatever, and I take that with me to the Veterans Outreach Center and help benefit other veterans in that community. So the Veteran Outreach Center in our area was the first in the nation to actually go out door to door to reach out to remote veterans who needed help. And we brought over and across the entire state our suicide level to almost zero. For like, we were the highest, our county was the highest in the nation because it was so remote and people just they were giving up hope, lost their sense of purpose, and it was growing. So a guy named Hank Thornton, an old timer, Air Force, started a small group with just 3 people. And they just started going door to door, bringing them food, just chatting with them. If they were struggling, families would call. And it grew to the extent that now it's become it's now garnering national, support and becoming the foundation where no other Veterans Outreach had people actually physically going out before. There was always a place where they could come to. And so he started a small organization. It grew in the community where now the community support donations, businesses started hearing about it. They started donating tons of money. So the money and things are there. It just takes somebody with some integrity and the willingness to stand up and speak up and the drive to genuinely want to help others to save their life like you did. So that kind of thing resonates. And whether you know it or not, it does make a difference. Things that even you say just on your show expands out that far. So just thought I'd throw that out.
Thank you, Tango. I appreciate it. Listen, man, the more numbers I get on that board, the less they're going to be able to step on my neck. And at some point, this boil of pissed off veterans is going to break out into the mainstream and it'll be unfucking stoppable.
It's true.
Yep.
It's
Pop,
true.
I have a dream. I have a dream that someday you will save more lives than a well-known guy's ex-wife's body count, allegedly. Not naming any names.
What y'all don't know is Pop doing all of this is just trying to balance his personal scales for doing shit like building a bazooka from an encyclopedia and shooting it at a fast food sign when he was, 9?
I was like 8.5, 9. It was a Kentucky Fried Chicken barrel. It's still there, and they're still there in Oak Park.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, I did like 30 or 40 test firings of that thing, and because I couldn't get the fin thing to work out, the pop-out fins.
Right,
Nobody
yeah.
called the cops. But the minute I fix that and I can actually shoot the rockets and hit shit, cops are in my driveway like within the third rocket. They caught me like right in the middle of shooting it off.
May I point out that you shot at a Kentucky Fried Chicken barrel in Detroit, which is probably that could be considered racism.
Yes, I guess you're right.
Well, it would have been a double hate crime charge if it had been a Popeyes.
Oh, wow. Or a Waffle House.
Ooh. Wow. Wow.
Oh, so much racism.
No, first of all, that last letter was like incredibly touching.
Yeah.
I mean, that one is equal to the guy who sent one in a couple of years back who was literally on the couch with his revolver with a bottle of fucking whiskey. And he was like, when this bottle gets empty, I'm done. And somewhere during that night, he was watching YouTube and Redonkulas popped up. He started laughing, realizing he's not the only one out there slinging mud. This is happening to everyone across the board.
Yeah.
And literally changed his fucking outcome.
And for the record, any of you new viewers out there, most of the rest of you know who I am, but I am also one of the numbers on that board. Just saying.
Yep.
So,
and I remember. Yeah.
On just on another note, you mentioned with the gun in the hand. So, one of the things that we try to do, pushing through the legislatively to make it legal. So our sheriff's office, if they get a call, say from a friend or family member or somebody in distress, and it happens to be a veteran, the sheriff's office can contact the Veterans Outreach. Call Hank. I don't know if it passed all the way. I have to look it up, but there's a legal way that some, particularly veterans, some people may feel uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, giving up firearms, right? Albeit for obvious reasons, to say law enforcement or any authoritative entity that comes to get taken. Legally, a Veterans Outreach, being not law enforcement, is able now where temporarily, with no questions asked, they can submit their firearms to a brother, a veteran, who can hold on to it. It's a license through a licensed FFL, and they can legally hold on to those. And it kind of bypasses the legal aspect, where instead of turning it into our sheriff's office and then having to go through the paperwork and maybe
and never getting them back ever again.
And investigations and all that. So instead of that, we, the veterans, can take it, and there's a lot more trust involved, where it's not a legal, entity, not a law enforcement entity. That either a veteran who's authorized or an FFL, if they have say they like to buy guns at a private dealer and they built a relationship with a local FFL in their area, if they have a local town shop who sells them guns, they can hold on to their firearm, and they're not law enforcement. So they can hold the firearm until they feel better, and then they get it back, and there's no questions asked.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's something that we're pushing through in legislation to try and get, because that was another issue that you had mentioned, the gun, and it reminded me that was a big issue here in this area when sheriffs would go to a remote area on a call and very uncomfortable with a uniformed presence, especially when a firearm's on, and having them take it. So having someone else who they know or have met through the Veterans Outreach that they trust to talk about, that not only calms the situation, but if there are firearms that the family is concerned, the person, because they don't want them to die, it also adds that other avenue where they can then relinquish their firearms willingly to someone they trust, who's not law enforcement, not a government agency, with more assurance that they can get their firearm back to them once they feel better and get them help.
What's to stop the sheriff from taking the firearms from that individual after the veteran has handed him over?
The Veterans Outreach. If they do that, the sheriff's office will lose the support of the veterans in the area. They will no longer trust them.
Well, my buddy did something similar my buddy Pete, when I was, I found out like the worst was happening in my life, and my ex's meat curtains were open to the public. Like literally, once I told him that, he was at my house within an hour, and he's like, "All right, your gun privileges are revoked for a year." And literally, we loaded every fucking thing into his car, and he took him to his house, which, I will forever be in his debt for that.
Yeah, Pete's a good dude.
Fuck yeah, he is. He's my brother. We went to war, motherfucker. Wow. All right.
Okay, so I think while we got Tango still on here, let's give him the floor. What do you want us to know about DHS? What can you tell us? And do you have anything that you want to just dump out on the table and share with us?
Well, I would like to leave kind of a positive note that there is a lot of sex trafficking and a lot of other things out there that I'm very grateful for the agency and very grateful that they've been able to stop so many incidences from happening that never make the news, that never get talked about, because they really are doing their job the way they're supposed to.
That's good to hear. Thank God for that.
Good.
Because me personally, that one it's old enough I could probably talk about, is they've stopped bomb attempts even that would have caused major damage, and it would have caused so many lives, but yet they're doing their job the way they're supposed to, and they're trained very well for what they do, and they get the job done the best of their ability, even though they're on a leash sometimes.
That's good to hear. That's damn good to hear. As far as the people not knowing what goes on, that's common to both Pop's world and mine. I have told people several times that you don't actually want to know.
Yeah.
The public would basically walk around pissing themselves all day long if they knew half of the stuff that goes on out there.
Yep.
Correct.
And as far as the sex trafficking thing goes, if DHS ever happens to want a private contractor intelligence officer, I have a serious case of the ass for sex trafficking, and I would be happy to hunt those. It would actually make my day to hunt those.
Now, if I wasn't doing this show,
yeah,
I would join. There's a veteran Merc group that literally goes to other countries and goes after some of these perpetrators of this shit.
There's one here. There's one in my county, Pop.
Yep.
There's a cell of those guys here.
Awesome. Unbelievable.
That's good to hear, man. I'm really glad you said that, Tango. Because that weighs heavily on a lot of people's heads in our community, especially. We have a serious case of the ass for anything along those lines. The bombing one is curious. How would DA interdicting something like that would seem to not be your wheelhouse? How does that fall in your wheelhouse?
It was directed at an airport.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what are the organizations? You said there were 9. Obviously, TSA.
And then there was one for a pipeline.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What are the organizations that fall under DHS? A pipeline.
Pipeline police.
I know that
they're the guys.
Something like that exists.
A horse. Just saying.
The rail police have all kinds of powers.
Oh, the railroad cops?
Yeah, fuck around on a railway and find out what happens.
No. I actually, I got when I was working for the 414, I was their S2 for the battalion. I got basically a memo from up high that I need to do a security assessment of, there's like four railroad yards in Detroit. I'm in full uniform, got the clipboard, the pen. I literally walk right through the fence because there's so many gaping holes. And I walked around 3 of the rail yards. Nobody said shit. And the 4th one, I get, swarmed by a bunch of railroad cops. Like, who the fuck are you? I pull up my ID. I produce the memo. I'm like, I'm here to review your security. And it is severely lacking. And then you can hear everyone's asshole slam shut. Well, nobody told us. I'm like, it's a surprise inspection, bitches. And
I did that shit when I was civil affairs too.
Yeah, there was a whole railroad car filled with dimethyl mercury.
Yeah.
That is so fucking deadly that the military quit fucking with it because it was too dangerous and it was killing everybody. Yeah. It could not be weaponized. It was so deadly. And there's whole fucking railroad cars of this shit. Unbelievable. Totally unguarded. Wow.
One of our jobs at Civil Affairs was to do area assessments, and for an urban environment, that meant going through all of the transportation hubs, the storage areas, rail yards, ports, the shipping container areas, and all that stuff. And I saw shit like that too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
I don't know, man. The world's just falling apart. This is going to get ugly. I don't know if we can actually save it at this point.
I'm ready to just strike the match and push it over the cliff, really. Let's just start over, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's bring hope to the world by understanding that we're going to have to start by building within first, because we have to have the ability to fix ourselves before we ever need to worry about the world. The world itself is just falling apart, and they all look to us, and they also look to us like a piggy bank, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
I want to see this like it used to be.
Say that again, Tango.
I want to see the United States like it used to be, like it should be, where we're actually proud. We're actually at that melting pot of just awesome American ingenuity.
What time period?
I would say
it's a mixture, because you got to realize the 60s we went to the moon, the 50s we industrialized, in the 80s we were all red.
Yep.
The 80s was a hell of a lot of fun too. I was a teenager in the 80s.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, the 80s was a hell of a lot of fun. We broken few are the ones who possess the backbone to do what needs to be done. I have met far too many civilians that do not possess the moral courage or the intestinal fortitude to do something like set things right. And it will involve a lot of unpleasant stuff, because that's the nature of the beast. A lot of unpleasant stuff was done to us to get us to where we are now. So it will have to be undone. It will automatically be an unpleasant experience to do that. In order to do that, you need broken old bastards like us.
I'm actually doing a comedy video. Grumpy Old Bastards.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to go down a list.
Yeah. Where are you going to find anybody like that, though?
What, the Grumpy Old Bastards? They're usually veterans.
Oh my God, he actually answered the question. Sarge, fix this guy.
Then you have God, which is grumpy old dude.
Yeah.
Those are non-veteran old grumpy people.
Wow. That's true.
So Battle Dwarf got me thinking about something, right? I think there's a generational disconnect. I mean, obviously, there are some younger guys that still piss standing up, not nearly as many as there should be. But I think a lot of these cocksuckers, when you look at 2020, right, how many people went along with the scamdemic? These little guys wearing their fucking bitch mask, just fucking going along. And it's like, come on, people. Would I fucking break a sweat? Definitely not going to bleed for any of you fucking worthless cocksuckers. I'm not even going to sweat for you, man. because you fucking people did nothing to preserve civilization. You guys have been dicked down and indoctrinated so fucking long. Fucking grow some balls. I mean, we've got grumpy old vets now because we're of a generation where that shit was normal. Like if you saw a fucking guy in a dress, we used to laugh at Klinger. Now you're supposed to call the cocksucker ma'am and fucking pretend it's normal. It's not fucking normal.
That's right.
Grooming your fucking kids to chop off their bits is not fucking normal.
Klinger
All these
got it.
cocksuckers are quiet about it. Why?
Klinger got a free pass because he was just trying to get home to watch the baseball game. But the rest of the faggots in the dress, hoops, the wet, the whoop, beat that out. You know what I'm talking about. The rest of the clowns in the dresses, we used to shove them into lockers. We had one that got carried away one day, and a couple of the girls beat his ass and left him on his lawn in November in Michigan,
very much.
wearing just his underwear.
Nice.
Damn.
They tooled him up.
Wow.
I don't even remember why, but they really ran a number on his ass.
All right. 9:30.
Anyway,
hitting the super chats.
All right, Jimmy, you're on.
Super chat time. Alrighty. Jump over here to the YouTube side. We got 551 viewers with 391 likes. Someone's already put in a request. I don't want them to have to torture you guys anymore. Get that like button up.
Oh, Tango, this is where it gets weird, by the way.
Yeah, it gets
weirder.
I'm aware.
That's the we got Dylan Sharding here. He's throwing in quite a few here. His first one for $10. He's saying, God bless.
Thank
you very much.
And he is also our first We're Not Worthy tonight. He's dropping $50.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
It's awesome. Thanks, man.
Not bad. Not bad.
Jericho Files, 100% high knowledge. Big
Jimmy, you're coming in all mush mouth and broken, man.
Yeah, unfuck yourself. You're muted, Jimmy.
Okay, how about now?
Oh, you're good.
Fucking microphone issue. Fucking Murphy. Stick it somewhere.
Microphone issue. We'll go with that. Carry on.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Let's see. Dylan coming back again says, can you dance? Because dancers and fighters be equal.
What? Dancers and fighters?
Dancers and fighters be equal.
That is an absolute myth. That is cardinal level BS right there.
Now, I fought a lot of fighters who were very light on their feet. And, you hit the body enough, they slow down and you crack them in the skull and knock them out.
Yeah. In my youth, I could dance. My wife and I used to dance together quite a bit.
I did 3 winters of ballroom dancing to get rid of the goon. Didn't take.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, next one, Jimmy.
And don't come again with 3333. Says Rapunzel cares about nice people. Amen and shit.
All right.
All right.
And
I'm just trying to get over pop ballroom dancing.
That was bad. It was atrocious.
Let's see. Dylan's last one here with $3.33 says he's asking, can you even dance, M? I'm not sure if he's quoting movies or what, but
could be.
Oh, fuck you, YouTube. You bastard. Let's see. Mighty Mouse Malibu says, Popper Dwarf, I have a little insight on some illegal airlines Shiat I witnessed. Fuck you, YouTube. Quit fucking locking up on me, you bastard.
Hang on. If you have actual information, email us at redonkulas12gmail.com, put it in the subject line, and we will definitely read it. And if it's good enough, we'll have you on the show.
I believe I did see an email come in from Mighty Mouse Malibu from one of his other ones there. So we'll read that.
I will check.
Frank Rizzo, 1999, says, draft the Senators.
That's the only way you're going to fix a lot of this shit is you got to put them in the fucking put them at risk or their children at risk. I'm sick and tired of these fucking people starting these wars and they're expecting us, the lower middle class guys, to fight them for them. Fuck them. They don't appreciate us. They treat us like we're expendable. And as far as I'm concerned, they don't deserve us. Fuck them.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Domester 12 here with $10 says, I sent an email to the Redonkulas Gmail concerning Biden dementia abusing the presidential pardon and how it may set a trap for Trump. Please read it. The information may be vital to be made known publicly.
Well, actually, we're going to be covering that as well. So we can put that in the file and come back to that.
Yep. Alrighty. Let me find that again. Email is starred there. Nope,
All
that's
right.
not the right one. Demaster 12, there's the email. It is starred. We will save that for another time. See, Big Chad, the Mad Lad, with $9.99. I will support the show in exchange for Fat Hillary, Nasty Nancy, or Singing Pop. Dealer's choice.
Oh, really?
Oh my God!
You know what? Yeah.
All right, Jimmy. Whatever.
Dealer's choice. Here's a crap hand. Pick a card.
And is this your card?
Bent the whole world over and says thank you very much. Give it to me, daddy. That's what you keep screaming. Give it to me.
Oh, that's just wrong, man.
That's horrible.
God for life.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Nice.
And Mighty Mouse Malibu says, Pop Dwarf Jimmy, check your email for illegal airline shenanigans.
all right.
Yeah, this one's a pretty short story. He says, so I work in aviation. About 4 to 5 years ago, on our regional airport general aviation side of the flight time at Signature Flight Services ramp, had an all-white unmarked 737 full of passengers fueling up by the jet. They weren't allowed to get off. Giggity. It stopped for gas and left, hidden from most of the public sphere. I asked what that jet was about, and a signature ramp guy said they aren't allowed to talk about it, who it was, where it's going, and stay away from it, etc., etc. I suspected it was full of illegals, part of some backdoor shenanigans. We were working on the other aircraft nearby. Couldn't see through the windows. But the passengers appeared to possibly be of Hispanic or Latin ethnicity. It's obvious Signature Flight Services had a contract for this BS. There is Signature FS at many, many airports across the country. Perfect way to get it done without these people exchanging with the general public.
Yep. And we need to find out. All of that shit needs to be made public. And whoever's responsible needs to fucking burn.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yep. All righty. Let's see here. Next one here. Count Chad the Impaler. He wants to see Pop as a furry again.
God, no.
Oh, God.
I don't think we have that one queued up in the StreamYard there. That one might be a
I didn't know there was a Pop furry video.
There is.
Please, I don't want to see that. Thank you.
It's that's
if it has any music in the background, don't play it because we're on YouTube.
Yeah, it's I think that's the captain special. I think he's
I think that one has to be on Alt Tech.
Yeah. All righty, we'll jump over to the Rumble site here where we got 678 folks watching us. And as per usual, we'll have to catch up with some of the other ones. But the first one on my list is International House of Whoop Ass for $2. Says, I have a question. Does that guy know of any government contractors that are part of moving kids in vans like MVM is doing?
Ooh. That's bad. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like MVM is doing. I feel like we need to do a show on this.
All right. I'll put it in the show file on my email.
Yeah.
And we'll get to it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, give me 2 seconds here. There we go.
While you're doing that, you want me to read the rest of the Rumblers?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get caught up there.
Okay. Back up here is a big stretch of nothing. N2 gas for $1 says, for what it's worth, the Russians still control Teterboro Airport in New Jersey. We gave it to them during World War II, and they never gave it back. What? Teterboro Airport in New Jersey is controlled by the Russians since World War II? That's an interesting piece of trivia.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
Hmm.
Have to look at, hang on.
Fuck those guys.
J Russians, writing it down.
Okay.
And Mike Stilgar for $2 says it was absolutely a hit. What he had etched in the rounds he purposely ejected were a title of a book: Delay, Deny, Defend. Why insurance companies do not pay claims and what you can do about it. I deal with that shit on a daily.
Yeah, we are going to actually cover this on Tuesday. And
Yeah.
it's going to be quite interesting.
MGTOW Mando started the evening with $2 before the show even started and said, "Good evening, you malignant MILF munching mongers."
That is horrible. Thank you for that mental image, you bastard.
Yeah, absolutely. Jax X23 throws $1 at us and says, "What do you call a bunch of lesbians on a lake? A douche canoe." Are you going to get dinged for that?
Yeah, we've heard that's an old one.
It is an old one.
Heard that one in high school.
Raging Sailor throws $1 at us like we're a bunch of strippers on a pole and says, "Thanks to Castro Jr. and his new prohibited rifle list, I can no longer use $5,000 worth of gear at my local range. Can Trump actually make us the 51st state? A lot of us would love that up here. Canada, if we could save you, we will, man."
Now, listen, if we invade, you better have the high-quality beer on the tap because that's what I want.
I like the poutine. I'm a big fan of the cheese curds and fries, man.
Oh,
With
yeah,
gravy.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of that. Love
I
it.
don't want to kill anybody. I just want to drink your beer and take charge. That's it.
Eat your French fries with cheese curd and gravy. N2 Gas throws $1 at us and says, "Pop, can we expect any copycat shooters?"
Yes. And we'll cover that on Tuesday and the reasons why.
Okay. Evil Button Punching Monkey, it's up to you.
All righty, yep. We'll scroll back down past. And here we got another big stretch of nothing here, but International House of Whoop Ass coming back again. It says, "A little over 10 years ago, I took down 3 TSA's gate touchers because one of them tried to touch and snatch my dog tags from my neck. I warned 2 times. Their supervisor had to come pick them up."
Ooh, okay.
There you go. Got Berserk Brad 1983 over $25 says, "Interstate passports are proof the Democrats want to turn America into reincarnated Soviet Union. They do not care about our Constitution whatsoever. Thank goodness Trump won."
Yeah, we are in fact dealing with Bolsheviks, and I am able to prove that in spades.
Yep, you said it. Drink.
Did I say Bolsheviks?
Yep. Up, drink again. MGTOW Mando coming in with $2 says, "Jimbo, glad you got here at last. Make the popster sing.
Oh.
Your wish is
No, no!
You know what?
It's uncanny how your face fits that.
I know. It's so disturbing. It actually looks like me. On most deep fakes, you can see like the face move a little bit. That's just creepy, man. This is creepy.
Something you want to tell us, Pop, about your previous career as a Russian pop star?
Nope. All right. Nope, not my style.
Carry on.
If anything gets Wood during that, I think they should get about 10 homo suspicion points.
Sarge, did you get Wood during that?
Oh, fuck no. No, I'm too old for that.
All right, next one.
And speaking of Sarge, dear Sarge, throwing in $10 says, hashtag teamwork, bitches. Nice.
Yep.
See, $5 from Anonymous says, "Hey guys, just got off the phone with my best friend's sister. He passed suddenly on Tuesday, 50 years old.
Oh,
lost
shit.
a brother. As far as I'm concerned, he was murdered by the establishment coercion." Damn.
Dude, that sucks.
Damn it.
Man. Well,
sorry.
Valhalla, brother.
Yep. Let's see. Alucard 1776. Of course, he always has his own requests and whatnot, but this one's okay, Pop. You like this one.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
All right, a quick announcement. I'm putting together a comedy video for the amenities of boxed wine in Catland. So if you have any ideas, send them to me at redonkulas12gmail.com. It will be absolutely hilarious.
Winning. That's going to be funny. Let's see. Tomahawk here with $10 says, excellent show, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
And Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blaster 3000, one of the best screen names ever, says, hey, Pop, you need to get Lord Zed on for an episode. I guess there's some stuff going down in his country with elections. One side lost and cannot accept it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we sent him an email. He hasn't responded yet. We'll send it again. But thank you.
Where is Zed?
He's in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
The country, not the state.
No, I got that.
Okay. Let's see. And Mick Talmando coming back says, Pop, I support the idea of implementing the Minbari Starfire wheel. I will let you explain in your dyslexic fashion.
The Minbari Starfire wheel. Oh, I don't remember that. I mean, I love that show, but I can't do it right now. I don't remember the Starfire wheel.
What on earth are you talking about?
It's a sci-fi show, Babylon 5.
Oh my God, I remember Babylon 5.
I love that show.
Yeah.
Starfire wheel. That might be the thing they use to either detect a Minbari soul or I lost it there. Sorry.
It's okay.
In fact, I need to rewatch that. 5 seasons. It was glorious.
There you go. And Alucard coming back with a request that we already did. We already made Pop sing, so once is enough.
Once a night, gentlemen. Once a night.
That sucks.
Oh, my God. Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blaster 3000. I'm not even going to just...
I hate seeing those trailer dump lumps.
I honest to God want to find a way to get that reel actually to Hillary somehow. I would love to make her fucking watch that just one time.
Oh, speaking of Hillary, I want to reiterate an idea that Battledorf gave me one day. Send in your best Christmas cards to Pop.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Send us your best Christmas cards.
Yeah, I got to
actual Christmas cards. Send them to the box.
I'm actually
you got 2 weeks.
I'm going to make a trip probably in the next week to pick up some stuff there. I haven't been there in 2 weeks.
Just give me the key to the damn thing. I'll go check it. You freaking... What's
know.
wrong with you? Give your mother the honey, for God's sake. You bastard.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent you a letter and some coins for everybody. Well,
thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, jumping back to the super chats here. Mando coming back in says, with all due respect for Sergeant Pop, I'm not a bastard. I know my father.
Technically, I'm not a bastard because my mother was married when I was born, but I never knew my father. He was a dick. So
it's funny.
There you go. And we got Raging Sailor next. It says, Pop, if you ever come up here to Queerbeck, I'll take you on a nice little place called Poutineville. They have Jack Daniels gravy.
Ooh.
Oh, I can figure that out.
Replace the calories from running away from the big blue dildo.
All right.
It's nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like last one here over on Rumble for now. Mando coming back says the Starfire wheel was how the Minbari determined their leaders after Civil War. The leaders of the warring factions entered the wheel, and whoever remained in their faction was the new leader.
Oh, yeah. They basically cooked themselves, and the last man standing wins.
Yeah, okay.
That's fucked up. Yeah, I remember that now.
Nice. Let's see. We'll jump back over here to the YouTube side. We got Linkterman with $20. Says, so where would the 51st star go? Maybe a big maple leaf in the middle?
No. More than likely,
have to confiscate the maple leaf. Sorry.
More than likely, we would break Canada up into different states by province.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see here. Jump over to the MGTOW side of things where it actually seems to be working tonight. So there's a plus. Let's see. And we got one from Moisture Patrol. Said, good guest on tonight, guys. And another good reality check. Thanks for the good work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're lucky to stumble across people like this. And we're got a pretty good track record of it. So
yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Looks like nothing over on the Odyssey side, but we do got 20 viewers over there.
Okay.
Got 13 over on the old Twitch. And
Twitch seems to be falling off.
Yeah. We might actually replace Twitch with something better if we can find it.
Yeah, Twitch has a hard time breaking over 15, 20 people, actually. It's been middle of the road there. But over on the Twattersphere side of things, we got 40 views over there.
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
Picking up steam.
Yeah, let me jump over
I'm going to
here.
read this one from Signal really fast just because it's funny. It's from one of Colonel Murray's guys. Michael R. says, fucking Sarge is totally unfiltered. LMAO.
Yep.
I meant to ask, how many times did you say bundles of sticks here tonight, Sarge?
Several.
It's okay.
And cocksucker.
Your unfilteredness is noticed and acknowledged, Sergeant.
All right, let's see. Jumping over to the Cash Apps here, we got Jeremiah. He's dropping $50 on us, so he gets one of these.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
And his note is to shut up and take his money.
All right. Thank you.
We will accept it. Let's see. And we got Jeremy here. We got $5.54. Congratulations on 554.
Thank you.
2 more for the magical freedom number.
And if we could just break out of this fucking, this chain they have on us, we could really run those numbers up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
See, next one here comes from Suze McCarley. How's it going, Suze? Good to see you here. She's dropping $50 on us and says a little extra for this caliber of a guest.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Pop, let's run a couple of snatch ops on DHS guys.
Probably won't go over well.
Brings in the donations.
There you go. And we got another We're Not Worthy from Red Skier saying for $50 saying happy late turkey date. Please continue your work.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, you get one of these.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Quite a few of those here tonight. Let's see. We got $25 from Justin saying loves the show.
Well, good.
We love you, man. No homo.
No homo.
And let's see, I got $25 from George. No comment there, but thank you very much, good sir. Got HKC with $2.23. There's 223 saying thank you.
Rah.
We got $5 from Paul. Says, I will be on my draft board when the time comes.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen because that's going to be ugly.
Yeah, that's not going to end well.
Yep.
And
I think there's going to be a lot of non-compliance, to be completely honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially, the way they treat men today, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yep. All right. Looks like we had Lanterman come back on YouTube side with $5. Says, confiscate the maple leaf. I love it. Take no prisoners.
Nah, we're not going to kill anybody. I just want beer.
And poutine.
There you go. All right. Let's see here. Check the. Oh, we got MGTOW Mando here on Rumble again with $2. Says, serious question. Who has the worst brain damage, Sarge or Pop?
Ooh, that's a toss-up.
Actually, mine is documented. What can I say?
There you go.
Considering I have no Purple Hearts, I'd say Pop probably has more legit brain damage. Mine just might be from being an asshole or being Irish. I don't know.
Could be.
Nice. And it looks like Deus Ex Machina Prime giving us a Merry Christmas and $50.
Rah.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, good sir. All right, we'll just jump back through all the other chats here. Make sure we're not going to miss any of your super chats. Oop, looks like we got Dear Sarge, $5. Odyssey represent.
Thank you, man.
Nice.
All right.
Oh yeah. All righty, and that looks like
We all caught up. Did you get the cash apps?
Yep, cash apps are all caught up. Nothing doesn't look like. Got Cliff 3188 for $2 says Pop can only perform once per night. That explains so much and so little at the same time.
Wow.
Hey, look, I'm still a good licker, not a good sticker. What can I say?
Torpedo below the waterline there. Yeah.
That doesn't bother me. I'm fine. Come on now. I wrote about this in my book. You got to have thick skin.
You'll be all right.
You'll
be fine. Nobody's going to die.
You're not good. I still remember that monotone when the guy's got that like rescue hook thing. And he's just pushing people back out in the deep end. You'll be fine. Water for like 6-7 hours or some shit. And some of those guys with the huge muscles, they were sucking hind tit.
The first ones to go in anything that has to do with water.
Yeah. Like literally, they're like, I can't, oh my God. They start panicking. And they try to go for the side and you hear that, you'll be fine.
I grew up swimming on the lake, so that shit was nothing to me.
It was so fucking funny. I remember just laughing my ass off at them suffering. It was just priceless.
Awesome.
Hey, Pop, I've got a question for you. Did you ever see anybody get a confirmed kill on a clearing barrel?
I actually confiscated a weapon from a lieutenant colonel doctor who had 3 misfires in a row into the clearing barrel while we're waiting in line. And everyone looks at me and I'm like, a triple tab to E8. And I'm like, okay, I have to do something. And I walk up, excuse me, sir. Yes, that's my weapon. I understand. I drop the mag and clear it and put it in my cargo pocket. And I write on a piece of paper. I had one of those little leader books. I write down the number to our talk. And I'm like, shh, have your commander call me and I will relinquish my weapon to him. You are clearly unqualified to carry it. He was so fucking pissed.
So, hey, I gave you a fresh leader book the other day.
Yeah.
When you were talking about lick it and stick it, it popped in my head. That's like a sequence violation. That's like the cocksucker that like clears before dropping the mag and then rechambers around.
Yes.
So you never want to lick it. Okay, guys, that's fucking half gay. You're not a monosexual. You don't need to be licking up your own cream pie. Don't.
I got you.
I had a female second. I had a female second lieutenant get a confirmed kill on a clearing barrel.
Yeah, that's bad.
And she was treated similarly. Come here, ma'am. No, keep that there. I'll take that. Thank you.
And like, they can't really do anything because you're supposed to make everything safe as an NCO.
Yeah,
like,
we were range cadre. It's I have the white stripe. Your rank doesn't count here.
Yeah. Listen, all of the soldiers that I ever ran a range for loved it when I was in the tower. Because I'd be that guy like, waiting on lane 4. Yes. You just got to measure the group. Yeah, right and up. Yeah, figure it out. Range walk. And they would get so goddamn embarrassed. Do that all the time.
God.
Nice. All right, let me do one more quick sweep through the chats here. It doesn't look like nothing new over on YouTube side. Rumble is all clear. MigTow.tv, all clear.
All right.
All clear on Odyssey. And Cash App. We got, holy smoking Joe Frazier. We got Michael here dropping $100.
Oh, shit. Thank you.
And also wishing us a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. And
thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
We're not worthy.
Man.
All right. So before.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
before I do the safety briefing, I'm going to make one last announcement. There's a lot of men out there in the regiment who have financially are just crushed, spiritually beat down, psychologically damaged. I got it. You might not have anything to offer, physically or what have you, but every dude out there has expertise that you can help other dudes in the regiment. All right? I'm serious. Join the regiment. Get on Gilded. Network. We've got people in all 50 states. We have people out of this country in the regiment. It's very important to have that support because guess what? The holidays between Thanksgiving and shortly after New Year's Eve is a lion's share of man suicide time because that is when that hopelessness and the desperation, loneliness, whatever you want to call it, shows up in the middle of the night and starts whispering in your ear. Finish it. Take the easy way out. It's too painful. And a lot of men succumb to this because they don't have that network to get on the phone and go, hey, man, I'm fucked up or what have you. And I can only do so much. I mean, I make the comedy videos. I'm talking about subjects that are killing men left and right. Teaching guys lessons of what to avoid from the craziness of modern poussée. Okay, you gotta help each other out, and that's what the regiment is for. All right, so I'm going to give you the safety briefing now. Don't drink and drive, and don't drink and swim. It never works out. If you absolutely have to fornicate, wear a condom because latex saves paychecks. Watch, and if you flush it, watch it go down the toilet or take it with you because, yes, women do desperate shit and child support lasts 18 to 21 years, depending upon the state that you're in. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's safety in numbers. If something is going to attack you or someone is going to attack you, something in your environment will have changed, and it's up to you to see it. All right? And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you dudes into the horizontal rot slot over stupid bullshit. Stop taking the permanent solution to temporary problems. Okay, you have no idea what tomorrow holds. You could walk into 7-Eleven, play the redneck retirement fund, win some life-changing fucking money. Okay, there's all kinds of shit that could happen. You just don't know it yet. So stay in the fight. Play the long game. And if all else fails, live at a fucking spite. Boom, beer me.
There you go. All right, Battledorf, any final words from you, good sir?
I don't have anything spectacular to say this evening. Moving toward that time of year, Pop's exactly right. This is when a lot of guys have a hard time. Look, I guess I do have something to say. If you need somebody to talk to, I've done this, I have no idea how many times, to reach out through Pop's email, redonkulas12gmail.com, and I'll sit down and just fucking let you talk.
And
I don't have any problem with that at all.
Yeah. Battledorf, I have a request here that you're to be called, basically, he says, nice pedo sweater.
Nice pedo sweater. This is an actual Irish sweater from Ireland. So what I'm going to do is show up on a rainy night when it's about 30 degrees with a shotgun and fucking kneecap you. Okay? So There's that. Allegedly. Anyway, seriously, if you guys ever need somebody to talk to, I'm perfectly capable of it, perfectly willing. And I do this because people did it for me when I needed it and pulled my ass out of the fire. So, standing offer, guys.
There you go.
All right, brother.
Alrighty. Sarge, haven't heard from you in a while.
Well,
you for the last time tonight.
I didn't realize that we were on YouTube this whole time. Maybe I should have toned it down a fucking notch or two. Maybe one or two less cocksuckers out there, but whatever. But I will be polite over here since we're on YouTube. And I won't ask those censoring cocksuckers how Susan is doing this time, okay? Because I've got manners and shit.
There you go.
How Susan is doing.
Yeah.
Ouchie!
Tango, any final words from you tonight, good sir?
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Be safe. Watch out for each other. And always stay informed.
Raw.
Not wrong.
And of course, everybody knows my little spiel, my final words. Head on over to redonkulasshop.com. Get yourself a shirt. Speaking of a censorship, good ideas don't need censorship. Get you that shirt, or get you a Soldier Pop on the pocket. Evil Hairless Monkey shirts, one of my favorites. And then we can also go, are you Team Battledorf or are you Team Dave?
Crayon eater.
Just remember, we got a lot of more stuff over there. Stickers, patches, drinks, shirts, hats, everything. So if you guys can't have the time to donate or anything like that, throw a few shekels over there to the swag and walk around with something that'll put a smile on your face and some pride on you.
All right.
There you go.
Nice pedo sweater.
And on that note, we'll see you gentlemen on Tuesday.
All right. Take it easy.
I can't do it!